I don't know about you, but I am pretty sick and tired of this corona crisis and having to stay home for so long and being so limited in my movements. It's getting tough. Maybe you're like me, one of those people whose natural tendency is, when the going gets tough, to turn automatically, almost reflexively, without even thinking, to food for relief. My name is Tsipi Livne. I'm a registered nurse and a certified food addiction counselor. When I was deep in my sugar addiction, a time like this would send me into a spiral of overeating on starchy, sugary, and hyper processed foods. I would bake and make for the family, and I don't know if they would even see any of it or only a small part of it because I would usually eat most of it. And a time like this would probably mean gaining 3 to 5 kilo on my small and then very fat frame. That was over 20 years ago. Today I don't live that way. Even a corona crisis will not send me back to my addiction because over more than 20 years of experience I've had, I've developed a way of living and also tools and strategies that help me get through the tough time without having to turn to food to get relief from emotions. This Corona series is short clips with tips and motivation how to help you overcome this difficult period without having to turn to addictive foods. And today, I want to teach you a very easy and effective tool called the hunger scale. I learned it from a colleague of mine who teaches mindfulness. The hunger scale is basically a scale of 1 to 9 where you can ask yourself, how hungry am I? Where 1 means I'm absolutely starving, famished, and 9 means I am so full, I'm sick. It's like as full as can be. And 5 is neutral. I'm not hungry and I'm not full. So basically, the question when I start thinking, should I have something to eat or shouldn't I have something to eat? Because although, yes, I do today live free from my addiction, that doesn't mean that sometimes when times are tough, that thought comes into my head, maybe I'll have something to eat, or that almost automatic reflexive thing of wanting to eat something to get relief from emotions. That happens to me. But today, I have a way of living that I don't have to act on those thoughts. And when they come, they're few and far between. But at a time like this, they can come up. So I ask myself, Zippy, how hungry are you? Are you less than 5 or more than 5? So if the answer is, well, I'm kind of on this hunger scale, I'm a 3 or a 4, that means that I'm hungry and maybe it's time to eat. I don't let myself get to 2 because if I come to my meal too hungry, then I have a tendency to overeat. So, but let's say the answer is 6 or 7. I'm not really physically hungry, then I have that opportunity to ask myself, well, then what am I hungry for? What's going on? What am I feeling? And to already bring the emotions that are going through me, and usually there's more than one, sometimes good and bad all together in one big mishmash, to bring those emotions up to the surface, to my conscious. And then I can already use the tools and strategies I have to deal with emotions which are constructive and not destructive, like eating addictive foods that would just make me fat and sick and only want more. My next video, I'll talk about what we can do once we've identified those emotions. So if you like my videos, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel with that little button, and don't forget to press the bell so that you get notified every time a new video comes up. And I will see you in my next clip.